What's good with y'all, man? It's the God. Much love, much infinite evolution, much infinite quantum abundance to all. Right here, man. Shout out to all the Smoke Productions. We'll put the ad to their channel in the comments section. Oh, well, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to y'all. Shout out to all the Smoke Productions. Y'all can go check them out. You know what I'm saying, on y'all own time. Shout out to them for this video. Right here, let's get it. Let's go. We got Rondo talking about Jokic and just the game plan on Jokic and what they see through film. Let's get it. Let's go.
No one can figure out Jokic. What would you do if you were coaching against him to try to slow him down?
First of all, you have to have the personnel. And I think the last team to slow them down was us in the bubble.
With Dwight.
And I think we had Dwight, JaVale, and we had AD. So we had 3 7-footers that we can throw at them. So I think the closest team is Cat healthy, or he's done for the season.
Right now, he's not.
He'll be back.
He'll be back.
Yeah.
He'll be back, right? Maybe.
Yeah. So I mean, I think the team that has the best shot, it would probably be the two footers that Minnesota's can throw at them. But again, if I was a West Coast team, my 2 bigs would probably be watching Joker the entire year. If I'm prepping that way, I'm studying all his tendencies. I'm seeing, when he draws fouls, when he becomes dominant. I think last night he had like 10 or 12, some low-scoring game, but I'm watching this game, seeing what happened. What do they do differently? Or I know Michael Porter Jr. had it going, but it's like, where is games where he was slowed down? Let's figure out what we can do to try to bring out those tendencies versus the game he said 40. In those games, I'm watching those games as well. Okay, what did he get good? How many free throws did he shoot? How many 3 attempts did he make? You know what I mean? So I'm breaking the game down, or his game in particular, the entire season if I got to go against him in the playoffs.
It's very few games where people were able to do this, but when you make him try to score over you, because he's real crafty, he's not fast, but he know how to get around you. Yeah. But if you constantly make him try to score over you, he has trouble because he's not athletic.
No, he's not athletic.
You know that's why he's crafty though.
That's why I feel like our bigs, we were able to throw Dwight. He was able to put a body on physicality. You got JaVale that's long, athletic, a student of the game, and you got AD that doesn't have to check him every possession, but now he has to go against AD. So now when we get on offense, AD's attacking Joker. So he has to do that. You want him to play both sides.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Put him in pick and roll, put him in pin downs. If that big isn't a great, score, put him in a lot of pin downs. Force him to switch. If not, attack him.
You know what I'm saying? This video was from 2024. But, even if you just go back and check the, his story or, whatever, or the film on the things that they're saying since then, if you go back and look in 2020, like you said, if you go back and look and, you can go to 2024 when they played the Minnesota Timberwolves and they had Nas Reed, Rudy Gobert, and Karl Anthony Towns, and they were making him work on offense and defense, and just putting him in different actions and plays. And then you go to OKC, when they had Hardenstein and Chet Holmgren, then you also had Alex Caruso fight him in the high post position to catch the ball and not make post entry passes easier for them to run the offense. And by the time he catch the ball, it's 15 seconds to 14 seconds. And now with Oklahoma City's defense constantly scrambling and moving all over the place and showing hands and bodies and yelling and screaming and talking, like that's a real hectic environment, So, I mean, if you just watching the film, the one thing I really wanted to talk about in this video, it wasn't just more so about Jokic, but it was more so going to be about, just being able to study a player's tendencies and what it takes to learn how to make it the most difficult on a player to increase your team's opportunity to win the game. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately win a series. So it just always goes back to tendencies. It's not just, like he said, you can go and look at the baseline of stats. Okay, the games where he had 50, the games where he had 12, the games where he had in between that. Okay, what happened throughout the course of those games? How many free throws did he get? Okay, what was the score when he scored those amount of points? Okay, what was his mindset? What was his perspective? How does he play when he misses his first 5 shots? How does he play when he's making his first 5 shots? Like, how does he play when he's getting attacked on defense? Like, what does he do in the meat potatoes of a third quarter game when it's a back and forth game? What about in the second quarter when the opposing team is going on a big run? How does he play? And you look at those things and you see how that player plays. And when a best player on the team is such a key cog of what they do for their team to win, those tendencies of being able to point those things out in film can help your team and put your team in a proper position to win. But like you said, you have to have the personnel to execute those things at the highest level. But even if you don't, you can still try to execute them the best you can and put your team in the best possible position relative to what you have. You can't just go into a series, we don't have the best personnel to stop them, so we're just going to give up. No, you have to, make what you can with what you got. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, man, much love, much infinite evolution. Live yourself always. Let me know what y'all think about this video. It's the God I'm out. Peace.